Hi fam, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to cut and sew this beautiful Ankara butterfly top that my client is putting on. So if this is what you're interested in, then let's get started. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. So here I have my Ankara fabric with me. Now in the previous tutorial, we made the skirt. So if you're yet to see that tutorial, you can go ahead and see the tutorial on how we made the skirt. So go ahead and fold your fabric into four like this. As you can see, I just cut it into the length that I wanted it to be. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mark my neck width of 3.5 inches. Okay, or you can mark 3. That is what you want, but I mark 3.5 inches. And from that point, I'm going to first of all mark the back neck depth of 2.2 inches rather. I just marked 2 inches. You can do more or less if that is what you prefer. But please, do not do more, please. Do not do more. So it will not be like, like you won't have to like go down. But it's still based on your preference. So you can just take 2 inches, 1.5 inches, or even 1 inch. And then I came down by 7 inches for the front neck depth and I cut that out. So the next thing I'm going to mark is my shoulder to my bust point. Okay, and then I'm going to mark shoulder to under bust point and shoulder to waist point, and the rest is the length of the top. So next I'm going to divide my bust circumference by 4 and add 1 inch for ease. I'm going to do the same thing for my under bust as well. Divide my under bust circumference by 4 and add 1 inch for ease. And I'm also going to do that for my waist and then for the hip as well. Okay, for the full length as well. I'm just going to divide my hip by 4 and add 1 inch for ease. Now note that we're not going to be cutting anything out. So this is the line that we're going to be sewing on. This line that I've marked with it. Just trying to check the width of the top, and I'm not going to be cutting anything out. Next, I'm going to use my pins to like pin these points down so I can go ahead to use the chalk to trace it onto the other side. Okay, this is a very easy method for you to use to transfer your sewing line. So I'm just going to go ahead now and follow the pins like this, and then just go ahead and connect and trace them as you see me doing. Just go ahead and do that. So this is what we have. So I'm going to open this up so that I can cut the front neckline out as well. Okay, so before I cut that, I'm just going to put in this piece of paper of fabric like this, folded. As you can see, I folded. I'm just going to fold it. I'm trying to like just manage the fabric because that's all I have left. So I'm just going to follow it now and trace this out as you see me cutting like this. Just go ahead and cut it out. If you have enough fabric, you can do it however you want it. Okay, so next I just went ahead to trim it down a little bit, and this is what we have for the front. This is the front, this is the facing. Next, on this part, I'm going to come up by 6 inches. Okay, you can do 7 more or less. Okay, you can do 7 inches or more or less. And then I went in by 1 inch. Okay, I went in by 1 inch. Then on this side, you know that one side comes down, one side goes down, one side comes up. So you can do however you want there, but for me I did 4 inches there. Okay, I did 4 inches for this my client. I used 4 inches on the side. I came up by 4 inches, and then on this side I came up. I marked that 4 inches as well on that line that I've slanted. Please, I hope that this video is not too rushed. Okay, and then I marked the 4 inch at this end as well. So this is what you're going to do. Just go ahead and mark the 4 inch all the way down to the line. Can you see the line? So after I did that, I just went ahead to cross check everything. Then I noticed that it was not as long as I wanted it to be. So I added 1 inch, okay, to that front slit. So I'm just going to go ahead now and cut it open. So after that, we're going to open it now because we're going to cut only one side, okay? And then we're just going to go now and cut it like this. So just one side, right? So we're basically done with the drafting of the pattern. So we're just going to open it up like this, as you can see. All right, as you can see, this is what we have. So with this, we're basically done with the drafting of this top. It's very simple. So the next thing that we're going to do is to go ahead now and cut facing for this front slit that we've marked out. Okay, we're just going to go ahead now, arrange it properly, and then we're going to cut the facing for this front as well. So the little bit of fabric I had left, I just folded it like this, and then I've placed it, as you can see, just like this, and I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. Okay, so after that, after I'm done with that, the next thing we're going to do now is to go ahead now and place the front, the facing. So just going to open it up like I'm doing right now. Can you see how it is? So this is how it's going to be, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my pins to hold that in place so it doesn't shift. Okay, that is what you're going to do. Just go ahead and hold it in place like this so that it does not shift. Okay, so just like that. So just go ahead now. I'm going to go ahead now and stitch it down with 1/2 inch all the way around, and then we're going to turn. So on this other side as well, we're going to go ahead now and place the facing like so. Okay, we're going to place the facing as you see me doing. You're going to go ahead now and arrange it and pin it down. All right, just go ahead and use your pins and hold it in place. You can make sure that you align it properly and then pin it down. Next, I'm going to go ahead now and pin this side as well, and we're going to trim off this excess that we have here and just trim the sides a little bit so it will not be too much. Okay, you can even decide to leave it like that. It's totally fine. Then we're going to stitch the sides and stitch this other side, and then afterwards I'm going to come back and show you what it looks like. So my loves, as you can see here, I have stitched it down, okay, by 1/2 inch all the way around, and then we're going to use our scissors to just make little notches all the way around. Okay, just notch all the way around. Make sure you don't cut through to the other side, and then go ahead and turn it as you can see me doing. Just go ahead and turn it, okay, just turn it all the way around and then give it a good press, okay, and you're going to do that for the front as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and come back and show you. So this is what I have here. As you can see, I've turned it, okay, and I gave it a good press. So this is what we have. So next, I'm just going to go ahead now and fold the sides all the way around to the back as well, okay. I'm just going to go ahead now and do that. So after we fold the sides, the next thing we're going to do is to stitch down this line, following the line. This is the reason why we had to mark the line on both sides. Note that this line is on the good side of the fabric, okay, this chalk line. We're going to go ahead now and stitch it down. So the next thing that we're going to do after that, as you can see, is I fixed elastic to the back, okay. I fixed elastic to the back. Now that is the stitching line that I just pointed at. So I fixed elastic to the back, and that is what my client wanted. Now you can either fix elastic or you fix your rope, okay. So from the waistline I came down to the waistline, okay. From the shoulder line I came down to the waist point, okay, and from there I went up by 1/2 inch, came down by 1/2 inch. Now you can use 1 inch elastic, or but what I use for mine is 1.5 inch elastic, and you're going to fix it down, okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to divide your waist circumference by 2, and then whatever you get, for instance, if your waist circumference is 30 inches, you're going to divide it into 2, and that will give you 15. From that 15 inch that you get, you're going to minus 3 inches, and that is, once you minus 3 inches, what you're going to have left is 12 inches, and that is the length of the elastic you're going to cut. So after you cut that, you're going to fix it to the back as I fixed it, okay. So you run 2 lines. As you fix, you pull. As you fix, you pull until you get to the other side, okay. Then you run 2 lines, one at the bottom, one at the top, and that's how you're going to fix it down, okay. So this is what I have. Now you can decide to fix a rope instead of the elastic. So this is the front part of it. I'm just going to open this up, as you can see. Now by the time I made this video, my client had already worn the dress. I just had to, her top, her outfit, I just had to take it back and then make the video because I had not completed it. So as you can see, the stitching line, so this is where we ended, and this is where we ended for the other side. So this is the butterfly effect that we have on the side, and then the elastic at the back, okay. So this is basically it. I hope that this tutorial was helpful. If you have any confusions, any questions, you can just leave them in the comment section and I will respond to you. So this is the final look of the top, okay, and the skirt. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. I'll see you in the next tutorial. Bye.